Hello, welcome back to my channel, you little silly sausages. If you don't know me yet, hi, I'm Rebby, a digital illustrator wannabe, and if there is one consistent thing about me other than my name is the art block that hits me every year for a few months at a time at least. For all those artists out there who can't relate to this, congratulations, I am officially jealous of you. But I've found a way to fix this. You see, my issue is not the lack of ideas or the burnout. The problem is that I have too many ideas and a strong desire to start them all at once. Unfortunately, my little peanut brain is not programmed for that immense amount of tasks. So, what do I end up doing? Nothing. No, seriously, nothing. I'll just stare at the blank canvas or doom scroll on Pinterest, questioning my life choices, and eventually just give up and cry in the corner. Okay, I might have overshared something there, but you get the point. However, this was before I realized that I could use art challenges and events like Art Fight or Draw This in Your Style to my advantage. I've come to the conclusion that working on someone else's ideas or characters actually helps me clear my vision. Now I can see the path I need to follow. I can clearly feel which of my ideas feels more urgent compared to others. I don't know why that works. It might have to be... My tongue gave up. It might have been just random. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. Either way, Art Fight has passed and I found myself still struggling a bit with my ideas, so I decided to do the closest thing to Art Fight I could think of. Draw This in Your Style challenges. Yay! For those of you who are not familiar with any of the things I just said, let me give you a brief explanation. Art Fight is an art game that takes place every July. It has an official website with all the rules and such, so you can check that out too if you want more info. But the overall general concept is this. There are two teams competing against each other. At the start of the challenge, you can choose to be part of one of the two teams. The goal is to earn points for your team. I should stop saying team. Anyways, by attacking, aka drawing, other artists' original characters. These characters are available on the website itself for you to reference. And if you've got your OC ref sheet on display too, you could get attacked as well by other artists. So it's basically like art trading almost, kinda. Anyways, Draw This in Your Style, on the other hand, is a drawing challenge where you basically have to redraw another artist's drawing, but in your style. Pretty self-explanatory, I would say. Anyways, that's what I'm working on in this video. As you'll see, I selected 3 fairly different characters, and that's actually what I usually like to do to get as much practice in as possible. Also, I just find it more fun to draw different kinds of creatures and people. The first character I worked on is Lirel, and if you would like to redraw her too, the Draw This in Your Style challenge for this character is still on, as its deadline is set for November 14th, 2025 at least. The artist hosting this one is called Eve Forest Art on Instagram, and I hope you'll check out her page because her art is absolutely whimsical and beautiful. I wanted to go for a more ethereal look for this one since she appeared to be an elf, and the original illustration had some stars around and some magical matter, it seems like, in the background. I'm actually pretty proud of this one. and I hope you like it too. Next up, I worked on this character, which I couldn't find a name for since it was not provided in the description. But regardless, the original illustration was made by Tangetsun on Instagram. I truly hope I'm pronouncing it right, but I highly doubt it, so I apologize. The reason why I chose this one had to do with the concept itself. I found it very intriguing and I wanted to make my own version of it. So as you can see, I ended up changing it a bit compared to the original drawing. I decided to play a little bit with the idea of this half demon character, I guess, whose demonic traits you can only see in the hands. This was actually not the first Draw This in Your Style by this artist that I joined. I also did one a few years ago, back in 2022. It was actually a nice way to see how my art style has progressed over the course of a few years. For this specific illustration, I decided to work with a thicker line art and stronger shadows and highlights. I really love how it turned out actually, but let me know what you think of it. Last but not least, I drew a character whose name I also don't know, but it belongs to Rakasa Demon on Instagram. I didn't go in with a proper plan for this one, as you can see. So that's why you'll see me change my mind often over the course of the time lapse. Although I find it hilarious how one of my favorite things about the original drawing was the design of the pants, but I end up completely removing the lower half of the body in my own illustration. Way to go, Rebby, let's go. Anyways, for this one I decided to try a softer shading, which is definitely something that I don't do often, and I really wanted to practice a little bit. In the end, I also ended up shifting the colors a bit to give the whole illustration older look to it. And, well, I think it was a fitting choice, but I don't know, what do you think? And that's it for this video. I definitely have more clarity now in terms of what I want to work on next. And if you're struggling with inspiration, I highly suggest at least trying a Draw This in Your Style challenge. It can be a good practice too. If you're interested in art fight, I'll leave a link in the description to the official website and also to my profile in case you would want to bookmark some characters for next year. All the artists that I've mentioned are also going to be linked in the description, so make sure to check them out too. And yeah, thanks for watching and listening to my yapping session. Peace!